What if the only thing you had left in this world was your hands, and the two little lives depending on them? This is the heart-wrenching story of a poor village carpenter who gave up everything, his trade, his comfort, even his future, just to give his twin daughters a chance. 25 years later, what they returned with shook the entire village to its core. In a small, dusty village where the sun kissed the rooftops and laughter echoed between mud walls, there lived a humble carpenter named Baba Ibeji, which means, father of twins. He was not rich. He did not have much. But what he had was love. This is his story. Shebi, you see them. Your daughters look just like you, stubborn nose and all, Amoka said. Ibeji chuckled. As long as they have your brains and not just my nose, we're safe. Ibeji and Amoka had waited 7 years for these children. And when they finally arrived, they came as a pair, twin daughters, Ada and Anu. But joy was not meant to last forever. Just 5 months after the twins were born, tragedy struck. Amoka fell ill and passed on. Ibeji was devastated, but he didn't crumble. He strapped the babies to his back and faced the world like a warrior. He raised them alone. Fed them, bathed them, told them folk tales by lantern light. And when they turned 5, he remarried. He remarried a new wife named Regina. Regina, soft-spoken at first. Don't worry, Ibeji. I will love these girls like my own. But that love, sadly, faded fast. The girls returned from school, tired and hungry. They peep into the kitchen, no food. Anu asked, "Mama, is there any food?" Stepmother, without looking up, replied, "Food? You think this is a restaurant? Go drink water." Later, she sneaked a plate of jollof rice into her own room. While they drank water to fill their bellies, she ate in silence behind closed doors. And Baba Ibeji worked late, unaware. Ada was doing her homework one day. The stepmother stormed in. Stepmother shouted, "Why is this book torn?" Ada, shivering, said, I don't know. Maybe the wind." Stepmother slapped her. "Liar. Always blaming wind. Is it wind that eats food too?" Her anger was sharp, not from pain, but from bitterness. She saw the girls not as daughters, but as burdens she didn't ask for. It was raining. Thunder cracked. The girls ran home, soaked and barefoot, but the door is bolted. Ada shouted, "Mama, please open. We forgot our keys." Stepmother, inside, dry and warm. "Go sleep in the shed. You should learn to be responsible." The girls curled up in the wooden shed, teeth chattering. That night, Baba Ibeji returned late. He found them huddled together, coughing. And he knew something had to change. So one night, after a long silence under the stars, Baba Ibeji, "My girls, I've made a decision. I'm selling the workshop." Anu, "But Papa, that's your dream." Baba Ibeji smiled sadly. "Now you two are my dream." He sold his tools, gave them one last hug before putting them on a bus to the city with an uncle. With calloused hands and tears in his eyes, Baba Ibeji let them go so they could grow. Years passed. Baba grew older. The stepmother left. The workshop was gone. But every evening, he would sit by the roadside, looking out, waiting. The girls stepped off the bus, holding hands tightly. They are dressed in oversized second-hand uniforms. The city was loud and fast. Uncle Chuck's grinning. "Girls, welcome to Lagos. This school go humble you, but if you focus, you go fly high." The city was overwhelming. The buildings were taller than palm trees, and the noise never stopped. But they remembered their father's words. Anu, to Ada, "Remember what Papa said. Don't let the noise outside drown the wisdom inside. In class, other students laugh at the twins' thick village accent and patched uniforms. A classmate mocked. Look at them. Bush twins. You sure Ona Sobi speak English? Ada, calmly, replied. We may be bush now, but we'll be bold tomorrow. The world mocked them, but they learned to turn shame into strength. They studied twice as hard. Listened. Adapted. Grew. Bored with results posted. The girls approach nervously. Ada finds their names near the top. Anu, wide-eyed. Number 4 and 6. That's us. Ada, smiling. Papa will be proud. With each success, they imagine their father smiling. His sacrifice fueled their ambition. Rain fell one day. Anu had malaria. Ada skips classes to care for her. A teacher confronts her. A teacher asked her the next day. Why weren't you in class? Ada, family. I was with my sister. We promised our father we'd succeed, and we'll do it together. Even when one twin fell, the other carried her. Like roots of the same tree, they stood strong together. Pilots visited their school one day. The girls are in awe of the uniforms and stories of flying over clouds. A female pilot. You girls have the look of eagles. What's stopping you? Anu, dreamy. We just need wings. That day, a new dream was born. They didn't just want to succeed, they wanted to soar. Ada and Anu were twin sisters who shared not only the same birthday but also the same burning passion for learning. From a young age, they could always be found in a quiet corner of their home, huddled over textbooks, scribbling notes, and testing each other with questions late into the night. While other children played outside, Ada and Anu saw school as a gateway to a better future. They took their studies seriously, often ranking at the top of their class and pushing each other to do better. Their determination was not born from pressure, but from a shared dream that had taken root in their hearts, to soar above the clouds as pilots. Their journey was anything but easy. Coming from a modest background, Ada and Anu knew they had to rely on their academic excellence to gain scholarships and opportunities. They devoured books on physics, mathematics, and aviation, often staying up after midnight with flashlights when power went out. They attended every science fair, joined aviation clubs, and even volunteered at a local airstrip just to get a glimpse of the world they aspired to enter. Their bond as twins helped them stay motivated. When one felt discouraged, the other would step in with encouragement and support. Together, they built a strong foundation of discipline, resilience, and teamwork. Years of hard work paid off when both Ada and Anu were accepted into a prestigious aviation school. They excelled in flight simulations, theory classes, and physical training, always pushing the limits of what they could achieve. Upon graduation, they each earned their pilot wings, becoming the first female twin pilots from their community. Their story inspired many young girls who once thought dreams like flying were out of reach. Ada and Anu had proven that with dedication, unity, and relentless effort, even the sky was not a limit. Sounds of an aircraft flying low. People gather. Two shining figures in pilot uniforms walk confidently into the village. A villager said, "Huh. See fine women. Pilots, oh. Pilots." Baba Ebeji squints. "Wait, that nose." Ada, smiling. "Papa. We are home." He breaks down in tears as they hug him tightly. They had returned. Not just as daughters, but as dreams fulfilled. In uniforms, with wings, they came back for the man who gave them everything. Dancing. Drumming. Laughter. Villagers surround them. Anu said, "Papa, we bought you a new car. And a house too. No more sleeping on the mat." Baba Ebeji replied, "No, no. Just sit with me. That's enough. You two are more than I ever hoped for." In every village, there's a story. In every sacrifice, a seed. And sometimes, when the winds are kind and the ancestors smile, that seed grows into wings. Baba Ebeji gave all he had. And in return, he got everything he dreamed of. This story reminds us, never underestimate the power of a parent's love, or the strength of a child's promise. If this touched your heart, like, share, and drop a comment below. Would you make the same sacrifice Baba Ebeji? But wait, this story does not end here. Regina, the twin stepmother, had never shown them true love. After their mother died, she treated Ada and Oni with coldness and sent them away as soon as she could. But when word reached her that the girls were now successful pilots, flying across the skies and earning good money, Regina's heart filled with envy. Imagine the riches those girls must have now, she muttered, stirring a dark potion in her heart. Regina, who had long hidden her identity as a witch, decided to pay them a surprise visit. "They'll never see it coming," she whispered with a sly grin. She arrived at their doorstep one quiet evening. "My daughters," she said, tears in her eyes, "I've missed you so much. I know I've made mistakes. Please, let me make it right." Anu was touched. "Maybe she's really changed, Ada. People can change." But Ada wasn't convinced. "I don't trust her, Anu. Something about this feels wrong." Despite her doubts, they let Regina stay. But at night, Regina would sneak into the backyard to chant strange words into the wind. "We have to find out what she's doing," Ada whispered one night. "She's not just here for peace, she's here for something else." The twins set up a hidden camera and called a local priestess for help. One evening, they all watched as Regina stood before a fire, holding a charm made from the twins' hair. "With this spell, their success becomes mine," she chanted. The priestess stepped forward. "Regina, you cannot steal what they earned with sweat and faith." Caught, Regina hissed and tried to vanish, but the priestess broke her power with a wave of her staff. "Leave this place and never return," she commanded. Regina shrieked and ran into the night. Ada turned to Anu and smiled. "Next time, we trust our instincts." Anu laughed softly, and maybe locked the gate, too. The twins hugged, grateful to have each other, and continued to rise higher, not just in the skies, but in life. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful African tales filled with lessons and inspiration. Drop a comment below. What would you have done if you were Ada or Anu? See you in the next story. True success comes from hard work, unity, and perseverance. Be careful who you let back into your life. Not everyone who smiles has good intentions. And always trust your instincts, especially when something feels wrong.